tell you about a movie, a very entertaining movie called Howl's Moving Castle. It's an animated movie directed and wrote by Hayao Miyazaki. First, I'll tell you a little bit about Hayao Miyazaki. Then I'll tell you the main characters in the movie, in Howl's Moving Castle. And finally, I'll give you a brief summary of the movie. Hayao Miyazaki has a very unconventional way of creating his movies. Hayao Miyazaki doesn't actually finish writing the script before he starts filming the movie. In an interview in December 2001, according to MidnightEye.com, Miyazaki said that when he starts the filming, he hasn't actually ended the movie. One thing that I really like about him is he tries to incorporate everything that his staff draws, whether or not it quite fits. Whether it be a background or a person, he likes to incorporate it into his movies. Even if he can't fit it into the one he's working on, he'll incorporate it into a bigger one, in another one. One of his most famous films is called Howl's Moving Castle. The first character you see in the movie is Sophie Hatter, shown here. She is the main female character, and she appears as both a young and an old woman. At the beginning of the film, she has a curse put on her that makes her look, feel, and even experience everything an old woman would. The main male character is a wizard named Howl. At the beginning of the movie, he appears as a blonde, shown here. But towards the middle of the movie, his hair goes back to its natural black hair, like when he was a kid. According to OnlineGibble.com, Howl is the handsome, mysterious master of the moving castle, which is shown here and here. Calcifer is the fire demon, shown here. He is the one who actually moves the castle. He also has Howl's heart, which connects the two of them, so if one gets hurt, the other gets hurt. Or if one dies, the other dies. Markle, shown here, is Howl's assistant. He stays in the castle and deals with customers. He's also trained to become a wizard, just like Howl. The Witch of the Waste, shown here, is an evil wizard who actually wants Howl's heart. At the beginning of the movie, she saw Sophie and Howl together, here, and she got jealous, and she's the one who actually put the curse on Sophie to make her into an old woman. Later in the movie, after she loses her power, Sophie actually takes her in and takes care of her. There's also Madame Sullivan, here, who is the royal wizard who actually trained Howl. There's a scarecrow named Turniphead, who's actually a prince that has a curse put on him. Two other people you should know about are Letty, who is Sophie's sister, and Honey, who is Sophie's mom. Now that you know the main plots, the main characters, I'm going to tell you a brief summary of the plot. Howl's Moving Castle is actually about Sophie, more so than Howl. At the beginning, Sophie is turned into an old woman, so she leaves her home, and she finds herself at Howl's Moving Castle, with the help of Turniphead. Sophie takes refuge inside from the rain that's going on. She is soon accepted into the family of Howl, Casper, and Markle as their cleaning lady. It's at this point that she cleans Howl's bathroom and messes up all his potions, which makes his hair go back to black. There's also war going on between the two kingdoms because of a missing prince, who turns out to be the Scarecrow. Throughout the entire movie, Howl struggles with his inner demon, which is like a bird, black feathery creature. He is also trying to protect his little makeshift family from the war that's going on around them. At this point, his makeshift family consists of Sophie, the Witch of the Waste, Markle, Madame Sullivan's dog, and, of course, Calcifer. The end of this movie is a really dramatic one, where both Calcifer and Howl almost die. Calcifer got water thrown on him, and since he's a fire, it hurt him. And because he has a connection with Howl, Howl also got hurt. Sophie is able to save both Howl and Calcifer at the end. And she's even able to set Calcifer free from the bond that held him not only to the castle, but to Howl as well. The movie ends with a happily ever after, like it should. In conclusion, Hayao Miyazaki wrote wrote and directed Howl's Moving Castle. The two main characters are Sophie, Hatter, and Howl the Wizard. Howl fights his demons throughout the entire movie, but in the end, Sophie is able to save him from death and save Calcifer also. The Witch of the Waste, Markle, Madame Sullivan's dog, Calcifer, Sophie, and of course Howl live happily ever after in the end. Thank you.